some opening comments from Coach.
I thought we played well for a big part of the game defensively. That was probably our best stretch of defense that we played so far this year. I think offensively, we struggled a little bit. We missed some shots that we normally don't miss. We didn't shoot the ball as well. But overall, I thought we competed in battle. We got to get better rebounding the basketball. But in these tournaments, it's going to be a battle, and that's what you want to do. You want to see your team come out in battle. And I thought we did that today for sure. We didn't play our best basketball on the other end, but that happens. But we just got to get ready for the next game now.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up for questions for the players.
Judah, what challenges did Tennessee present to you throughout the game defensively?
Not many, to be honest. I think I just struggled offensively, just missing shots that I usually make. I didn't play for a good chunk of the first half due to foul trouble. So, I think once I got back in the flow of the game, I had my way.
Yeah, hey, Chris, so Coach Barnes was just in here, and he said to be a good defensive team, you have to finish the defensive possession with a defensive rebound. And you guys struggled on the boards a little bit today. And were they just bigger and more physical, or why was it so difficult to get a rebound today?
I would just say they were just a really physical team. I wouldn't say they were better than us rebounding-wise. I would just say we got to be more focused, lock in, definitely. They're a strong team, physical. They're going to try to move you out the way. It's just, can we rebound the ball at a high level? I think we struggled with that a little bit today.
Any other questions for the players? Yeah.
Chris, what do you think the most important part of your team has to change for tomorrow's game, because it's against another top 15 opponent?
I don't think we look at it as being, another top 15 opponent. We look at ourselves as, some of those top teams in the country, and really just, being ready to play, make shots, do the things we know we can do. Don't be stagnant, and I feel like we play defense at a high level tonight. I feel like if we do that tomorrow, we're going to get a win. So I ain't worried about none of that.
Yeah, Judah, do you feel like the ball stuck a little bit today? Did you feel like you, in the second half in particular, needed to move the ball a little bit better?
Yeah, at times. But for the most part, I think we did a pretty good job in the second half offensively. We went through stretches, obviously. Both teams did. A lot of fouls were called, a lot of fouls were missed. But at the end of the day, we just didn't get enough stops in the game, and that's what it came down to.
Do you have a question here? Yeah.
Hey, Chris, just talk about what was the atmosphere like being in Hawaii, and talk about your game tonight. 16 points, a rebound, and for Coach, what has to change? Obviously from the free throw line, 8 out of 17.
Yeah, Chris.
It feels good just being out here in Hawaii. Playing these top teams. Trying to showcase our talents. In Syracuse. That's really it, honestly. We're just happy to be out here competing at a high level. I feel like as a team, it showed us a lot tonight how we competed against Tennessee. They're an older team, and that's really it. And I feel like we can be one of the top. I feel like we can be one of the top teams in the country once we lock in and focus. If we can do that for 40 minutes, it's going to be tough to beat us.
I think our consistency, obviously, in everything that we do, but it all starts on the defensive end and finishing plays, rebounding the basketball. Typically, most teams' offense is not great in the beginning of the year, so we still got to work some things out on that. But I think we've made strides. I said this before I got here. The first game of the season, all the way up until every game we've gotten better. We defensively, and that's going to be a big thing for us. Defensively and rebound the basketball. So we got to continue to be more consistent. We got to string those defensive efforts together and rebound the ball, and then offensively we'll get better. Offensively, I'm not worried about the offense. We'll get better there. We'll be able to do some things offensively, but it all starts on the defensive end and finishing plays and rebounding.
You folks stayed with them for a majority of the game. You were within like 5 points, but Tennessee finished on a 12-0 run. Was it that they just wore you down, or did you folks, like, how did you feel about that ending part? Because you stayed with them most of the game.
I think at the end of the game, I think we, I don't think they wore me down. We just, the ball, it was tough for us, and I thought we had a couple of drives, that we got in there. We didn't, it was a tough drive. We didn't get the call, but it was really back, finishing on the defensive and getting back and finish a couple of plays. And, they scored. They broke away at the end of the game. And at the end of the game, typically when you get down 5 or 7, about a minute or two, you kind of push a little bit and you rush your shots. And I thought that's what happened, and that's normal. We just got to have a little bit more composure towards the end, and we will. We will.
Judah, you and JJ have finished pretty well this year, and were they just sending another guy to you at the rim? Was it more difficult to get a good shot at the rim today?
No.
Okay, just didn't make them.
We'll take one last question for the players. All right, Chris and Judah, you can go back to your team. Thanks.
All right, guys.
And now we'll open up the floor. Questions for Coach Autry.
Adrian, Rick Barnes came in here and said that Syracuse made the right decision by passing this program off to you. What did you like out of your team's performance today against the number 7 team in the country?
I just thought we battled. I thought we were tough. I thought we were locked in for most part of the game. Even when things, we jumped out, built a little bit of a lead, and then obviously we got in some foul trouble. So we had a lot of different scenarios in the game, and I thought we responded pretty well for the most part. Even when they grew the lead, we got it back close. So again, I just like the way we competed and responded. I would love to win, but it's just a top 5 team in the country. They know how to win, and we will continue to work and improve.
Were there any difficult moments out there for you in terms of making an adjustment in the middle of the game?
No, I don't think so. I think it was really about finishing plays on the defensive end. I thought that was the key. As far as what we were doing, we got the shots we wanted for the most part. Again, our offense is still a work in progress, and it'll take some time, and I'm sure pretty much every coach will say that for the most part. But it wasn't really, nothing that they didn't do anything that we didn't expect or I didn't see. So.
We've talked a little about rebounding, Adrian, and how do you get a little bit better at that?
You got to go get the ball. You got to go get it. I think this group understanding rebounding. Rebounding is a team thing. It's not just for our big guys. I think our guards got to get in there and rebound more. I think we just got to rebound better as a team, and I think they understand. As you go through a season, I think every team starts to understand whatever that coach is harping on, how important it is, especially, when you get so close and you lose some games. I think this group is still learning. We all are still learning what it takes. And I think this will definitely hit in about how important rebounding is.
Hey, Coach. So the last time that the team was here was in 2013. Obviously, you were an assistant coach at the time. Being now the head coach, is there much of a difference? How does that feel? Is it a big change or?
Yeah, it's a difference. We lost today. Yeah. No. You know what? It's you get a sense of pride when you get a chance to travel, and not only do you represent represent your alma mater. You represent your fan base. Everyone's watching. Everyone around it. If they're not here, they're on TV. So it's an honor. I love this place, and I love representing it. So when you get a chance to travel on a road, especially on the road, you're proud of your program, and you're proud of your alma mater, and you just want to do the best that you can and make them proud.
Coach, you threw a lot of different looks defensively, whether it was the full court press or the 2-3 zone. What goes into your thought process of implementing that throughout the game?
Well, some of it is scouting. Some of it is scouting when you look at the team and you may think you can get an advantage in certain places, and then some of it is, the game. Judah got in foul trouble, and we wanted to try to keep them off balance a little bit. Just sometimes in the game, you just want to try to change up the momentum, give a different look, and I thought we, for the most part, we did that. We adjusted, and we gave them different looks. It all comes back down to us getting the rebound. I thought even in the zone we were very active. We got a couple of misses and couldn't quite get the rebound.
Adrian, did Rick Barnes say anything to you after the game in that post-game line, especially after the Volunteers had that alley-oop at the end?
Oh no, he apologized, and I said it's no need to do that. Game's over with. So, but I had a chance to play against Rick Barnes as a player, and obviously spent a little bit of time with him as a coach. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a great coach. I don't really get into those type of things. What is it called? The unspoken, whatever. The game's over with. So.
We'll take one final question for Coach.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.